Maverick drive, the ability to strategize, innovate and execute, is an important foundational block of Maverick leadership. It is impossible to lead and gain the respect of others without these components, regardless of whether you practice Maverick leadership or not. If you have formal responsibility for others, then it's likely that you have more than one person who works under you. I hesitate to call these individuals a team because often they are not. They are individuals who are brought together into a group. It is vitally important for the manager and hence the leader to understand whether the people in front of them are a team. So how do you know whether you have a team or not? Well, I love this definition of a group from Jim Sisson. A group is a collection of individuals who coordinate their individual efforts. And also his definition of a team. A team is a group of people who share a common team purpose and a number of challenging goals. So a group is working for themselves, coming together to get the job done. And that might mean surviving you, the employer. You might get cooperation from this collection of individuals, but real collaboration may be difficult to achieve. A team is likely to be collaborating, perhaps not effectively, but there is a willingness to work together. It is hard for a group to succeed in the long term due to several competing individual agendas. In these circumstances, it is hard for the group to have a real impact. One way a manager can do to address this is to turn the group into a team and then a high-performing team. Tuckman's team development model, which was revealed in 1965 in his paper Developmental Sequence in Small Groups, is well known. Tuckman describes the pathway teams take when they morph into groups. His model describes this pathway as forming, storming, norming, performing and adjourning of teams. Tuckman's model has aged well, and I've found that clients respond well to this simplistic model. However, knowing the pathway is not enough for real change. It is important to be able to ensure that the developing team can be providing real impact. This is an important function of the Maverick leader. One of the ways that I have helped clients to develop high-performing teams is to profile how they demonstrate their impact and then embed this knowledge in the way that they lead. I believe that profiling on its own and the coaching that goes with it is not enough to ensure improved team performance. Let's take a look at this short video that explains how knowing your GC index can enable your team impact to be enhanced.
The GC Index is a language and framework that makes sense of how people prefer to make their impact and contribution, and it's based around 5 key areas of energy. The game changer creates original ideas. The strategist makes sense of ideas. The implementer gets things done. The polisher makes things brilliant. The playmaker brings people together. Every individual has a profile of energies across these 5 areas. Understanding how this looks for them provides deep insight into the contribution they bring to any task or role, beyond their skills, experience and personal style. The GC Index makes sense of this business impact and contribution by individuals to their team and organisation. Once people have an understanding of how they best make an impact at work, the GC Index becomes powerful as we look at the dynamics of a team through the GC Index team reports. The GC Index shows how teams are best aligned to achieve their business objectives, giving powerful insights into when the team is at its best and how everyone on the team can make their best contribution. Every team needs all 5 of the GC Index proclivities to be successful. The key is understanding if each business entity has the right blend at the right time to achieve the desired business objectives. Through a GC Index team profile, teams can quickly get into some very purposeful and actionable outcomes with discussions that are business focused.
Effective Maverick leaders appreciate the power that can be gained by individuals understanding and flexing their ability to make an impact. The confidence that is gained, increased productivity and engagement tends to bubble over into other areas of the individual's life. This is very empowering and beneficial to the company. However, when you are considering the work context, even more so if the workplace is now a remote one, you can recognise the power that can be gained from knowing the team's current impact and how they can enhance that and become a high-performing team. Effective Maverick leaders do not rely on a profile system alone to make a change. Of course not. They do understand, however, that something like team development needs to be strategised, innovated and executed. It is time to activate your Maverick drive. All teams are different. In fact, all companies are different. This includes the company's individual mission, values, and culture. So designing a high-performing team needs to be intentional. It is too important to let it happen by accident. There are many ways to develop teams, and this is where innovation comes in. The right solution for your team is unlikely to be exactly the same as the solution utilised by another company. So, what can you do now? Well, give me a call and let's see how we can design a team development solution that is aligned to your strategy, is innovative to your needs and is executed well. Every team should be a high-performing one.